What's going on, guys? I'm SceptileMC or George, and today I'll be bringing you a Showdown live in the UU tier with the same team I used before. It's a cool little SD Lucario team with a lot of bulkier mons. I don't know, it's a fun team. I think I used it in my previous UU live, so I'm not going to go too much into the team. If you want to see the team, you can see it there. But I'll just quickly explain SD Lucario, Choice Bandit, Dente, offensive Mega Blastoise, defensive Chesnaught, especially defensive P2, and a Choice Scarfed Azelf, because I actually really like Choice Scarfed Azelf in this tier. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of, it's really unexpected, and it can take on Infernape, Mega Beedrill, what other mons are there that Mienshao it takes on, because if it's a Scarf Mienshao, it can't just go for knockoff and take me out. Let me see what else I'm gonna put this down to, actually. There we go. And other shit like that. It's just really good. Mega Aerodactyl at outspeeds. It's really good. As we wait for a battle real quick. Now, I tweeted out today, if you guys do not follow me on Twitter, it's at SceptileMC. I tweeted out today that I would try to record. Now, I had a little problem with trying to get some alone time to record, but I do right now. It's currently 5:50 p.m. on the Thursday. I'm gonna get it out today. I don't care if it's at 8 o'clock at night. I said I would put out a video today, so I will. Now this guy is a pretty annoying team. He has Gastrodon, Florges, Mandibuzz, Whimsicott, with 2 offensive mons being Ampharos and Nidoking. This looks like a pretty stally team. It's more like semi-stall, to be honest, but let me think about this. His best lead is probably Whimsicott. I really don't see a reason not to lead off with Blastoise, unless he goes up with Mega Ampharos. He might lead off with Mega Ampharos just because he kind of realizes that I don't have much to deal with it. Let's go Blastoise. Probably not the best play, but it deals with the majority of his team if it's not Mega Ampharos lead, and he leads with Mandibuzz, so that's actually great for me. I'm just going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to fire off a... He's going to fire off an Ice Beam. It's the safest play. If he wants to stay in, he'll take Ice Beam. I didn't want to go for Scald because then it gives a Storm Drain boost to Gastrodon. He goes into Florges, which I expected as well. But, hold on. Cough. Now we're dealing with the Florges here. Florges is very annoying. It's a very annoying Pokemon. Safe switch, though, is Entei. I don't really care if I get Toxic too much, which I'm assuming he might actually do. He double switches into the Nidoking. We actually outspeed it. But I don't know if we take it out. I think I should just go for it. No, hold on, George. Yeah, I'm gonna run a calc. Quickly run a calc because I can, and it's the smartest play for me to do. Don't want to do something too stupid, and then... So Sacred Fire does, that's naive though. Let's just say he's like, I forget what naive does. Timid. Sacred Fire still will take him out. Okay. Let's just go for it. And yes! Good shit, huh? Was that a... No, it wasn't a roll. For a second I thought it might be a roll. But yep, so my Bandit Dentei does outkill the Nidoking. It's really good to know. I actually forgot if it did that or not. Goes into Gastrodon. Probably just going to fire off a Scald or an Earth Power. Let's go into Chesnaught. Let's put up a couple layers of spikes if possible, because that'll try to force out the Mandibuzz, and then I can go back into Blastoise. I can double switch then. Just fire off 1 layer of spikes. Goes into Ampharos, which is fine. Dragon Pulse is an issue. It is going to be an issue, but I feel like if I go for Leech Seed here, I know I can take 1 Dragon Pulse. Max specially attacking, maybe not as well, but I'm not... Dragon Pulse, yeah, see, that could be worse. Because here I am just going to Spiky Shield, just to be safe. Maybe get some extra recovery and some extra damage on this thing. I don't think Mega Ampharos will cause me too much issue. I do have the P2. I know I don't have Ice Beam on it. I have Tri Attack, because I do like Stab over the coverage it gives. So he goes for Dragon Pulse again. I can actually take another one if I wanted to, but I really don't want to risk losing this thing, because it does... I mean, what is it? It just takes on the Gastrodon, I guess, but it's just like getting damage off on the Ampharos. But I do have the P2. I can't just go into that. Do I need my Chesnaught is what I'm saying right here. Honestly, I don't. Let's just go for a Dragon Drain Punch. Get back a lot of health. And Volt switches out, predicting my switch. So yep, that's a good play on my part. And he forfeits. Sorry, David. So putting us, yeah, we dropped a little bit in our ladder. We used to be high 1500s, but now we're 1400s again. Kind of went on tilt, and then that I'm really stubborn when I go on tilt. I keep thinking the next battle is going to be the one, and then you just sort of start dropping. It's always been my problem. Now this guy. See, Blastoise is my 100% best lead against this team. The only thing that wants to take my Blastoise on is the Sceptile. And if he goes with Sceptile, I have my P2. I can go for Tri-Attacks with it. So I'm not really too concerned about that. So I feel like it's my best lead considering I have a super effective move for everything except for the Suicune. Goes with Mamoswine, so that's fantastic for me. I'm just gonna... okay, that's an interesting name to join, especially for me. Stutter joined. That's nice. Let's fire for Scald. If I get the burn on anything, that'd be great. Even if I get the burn off on the Suicune, that would be fantastic as well. Let me think. What am I trying to do here? Goes into Mandibuzz here, so this isn't really a switching, buddy. Especially when I get the burn, it's not. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do here. I'm just gonna go for Ice Beam now. I don't outspeed, which is fine. But he can't really touch me. He goes for Toxic, sacking off his Mandibuzz turn 2. So, yeah, this guy's team is not prepared for Mega Blastoise that well. He does have the Sceptile, but that's... I have stops to Mega... I have one stop to Mega Sceptile, which is my P2, but it stops it really well. And if he goes for a Substitute here, he's going to take 25% of his health away, which I'm actually okay with if he goes for Substitute. He can then Focus Blast me, but if I get off a Tri-Attack, and that does happen, I'm just going to go into my P2. See what he wants to go for. If he goes for Sub, that means he has 3 attacking nuke set. I'm assuming he won't have the Giga Drain then. He'll just have the Leaf Storm. Mega Evolution, HP Fire. Not really too sure about that. I'm going to go for a Toxic here. Reason being is anything that wants to come in will not appreciate a Toxic, especially if the Mence comes in. I doubt Mence will come in because the Ice Beam is pretty obvious. Goes into Entei, so that's actually great for me because then this Entei is going to be worn down every single turn. Now, let's just recover. I know it's a little bit stally. Sorry for that. But it's my best play to make. Entei is a really threatening Pokemon in this tier. It's really good, especially Banded. You guys saw in the first battle. Sacred Fire does a lot to me and gets me burned. So it's a little unfortunate, but I'm gonna go into my own Entei. I know my own Entei can take at least 2. And then I have choice of moves, and he goes into Suicune. Definitely not predicting my Entei, but just in general, that was just a pretty good switch on his part. Okay, let's just go into Chesnaught here. I want to threaten him out. I want to think I have the Wood Hammer, which I don't. But okay, Skull, don't burn. Nice. Let's go for... I don't think he's going to stay in. I think he'll be afraid of the Wood Hammer possibility. He's probably going to go into either the Mence or the Sceptile here. So let's get up a layer of spikes predicting that. He does go into Mence, which is great. This is definitely going to be his Defogger. Oh, it's not. It's in... Okay, let's go for Spiky Shield. Going for Spiky Shield because I don't see Stay Intimidate, which means he is... Okay, that's not good. See, I have 2 forms of priority. I'm going to Leech Seed. I want to get residual damage on this thing. I know he's going to put a dent in my team with this thing. There's no question in my mind that this thing is going to put a huge dent into my team right now. But there's nothing much I can do about it right now. I did go for Spiky Shield because I thought he'd be maybe Choice Scarfed. Then again, he does have the Banded Entei, so I guess that's not my... That was just my mistake there. DD Mence is very scary in this tier, but it is manageable. It is tolerable. It's not like you can't deal with it. Please get that off. Good. Nice and solid. Oh, what am I doing? Now, he's been staying in on me. I want to keep that around. Mega Blastoise is great to keep around, as is my Azelf, as is my Entei. But but I do see Entei's E-Speed doing a lot of damage here. I'm going to hard switch into it, expecting him just to DD up one more time, expecting me to, yep. And unfortunately, Entei, you are going to be going down to an Earthquake, but you are going to be doing a crucial job with this. Getting off this E-Speed is going to be a huge thing, doing a lot of damage to him, and he's just going to Outrage. And honestly, I don't agree with Outrage, because I was going to go into my Lucario there, but now I can actually go into my Chesnaught, and I can just go for the very safe Spiky Shield. He could have gone for Earthquake, unless he doesn't have Earthquake, but you always have Earthquake on a DD Mence. In my opinion, you do at least. I'm going to go for Spiky Shield, going to protect myself, and he's going to die to the Spiky Shield plus the Leech Seed. So that's really good for me. Early on, just going to take out the Mence. Not early on, it's kind of midway into the game now, but that is a huge threat out of the way for me. So that is a blessing. That's a blessing right there. So that goes down. He could have played that a little bit better, I feel like. Just a little bit better. Question is, what is he going to do? Most likely, Entei is going to come out, and at this point, Sacred Fire is going to come my way. See, the thing is, I don't really see the use of my Chesnaught anymore against this team. Let's try to get double Spiky Shield off. Doubles into Suicune, probably predicting something else. I don't know what, but hey. That's good for me. That's fine. He's really playing around this Chesnaught very poorly, in my opinion. I'm sacking it off. I don't need it anymore. It did its job. It took out the Mence. Want to burn it? I don't have wood hand. Oh my god. Chill. Please, let me Leech Seed this motherfucker. Don't burn me. Ha! Okay. Now we have a safer switch. I think into Azelf, honestly. That would be a good switch for me. Although I do have P2 coming in. Yeah, see, it's Calm Mind. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to Toxic him. Reason being, I know he has Rest. Oh, sorry, I moved my chair and it fell down. I know he has Rest. Obviously, it's a Crocoon. But that's just going to... Okay, so he's really afraid of losing the Suicune. He's playing very interestingly around it. I'm just going to go into Chesnaught here. Once again, I don't need my Chesnaught anymore. Everything hits it really hard. Icicle Crash, that's fine. I'm going to go for Icicle Crash again. I'm just going to go for a Spiky Shield. Rack up the damage against you. I really don't mind. Goes for Rocks this turn. Good play on his part. Very good play on his part, actually. Putting pressure on my team a little bit more. P2 is going to have an issue coming in on the Sceptile now, but I still have my priority. I still have Choice Scarf to Azelf, so once again, still not too concerned. Double Spiky Shield! Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I failed. He's gonna Icicle Crash. Does that take me out? It does, so it still was my best play. How much health is that thing on? Okay. I can go into Lucario and I can E-Speed. Or I can go into Azelf, double switch into Blastoise to take the Ice Shard, which might... Is that going to take him out now from the Toxic? When did I Toxic him? 6, 12, 18... See, it all depends on the Mon I want to force out. Do I want to force out the Sceptile, or do I want to try to force out something else? Because if I go into Lucario, I'm assuming he's just going to go into Suicune, which is 76. Can actually SD then on it. Or switch into Blastoise. Yeah, let's go to Lucario. That's my best play. My other option was a little more risky. I would have taken a little bit more damage than I would really like to. Especially because I want my Mega Blastoise on full health to take on Entei still just a little bit. So Extreme Speed's just going to take it out. I want to try Nasty Plot Luke. I haven't tried Nasty Plot Luke yet. And I hear it's really good, especially because you can get the Flash Cannon, the Vacuum Wave, and then either Dark Pulse or Sphere, depending on what you want to run. Yeah. Although E-Speed is such good priority, I love it. Especially because it takes on Ments with this team. Much better, at least. Okay, so he goes into this thing now. How do I want to deal with this? Definitely want to keep this thing around. P2's a death fodder at this point. It's not going to be doing much anymore. You about to run... See, it's at 47%. How much defense does it have? Base 85. See, I feel like I don't know. Extreme Speed will not take him out. We did go for that, though. And he doesn't have much left on his team for Azelf. So, Azelf's going to come out and basically do its choice of shenanigans and go for Psychic. So I know a Psychic will take this thing out from that range. Crit did not matter. I know that for a fact, that the crit did not matter. Let's see if he wants to complain in the chat. I don't think it did. I'm pretty positive it didn't. Question is, what is he going to do now? How is he going to deal with this thing? Goes into Suicune. So he's going to try to Calm Mind. Rest. It's risky business going into Luke. It might be my only play, though. Might be my only play. So I go into Blastoise, he gets up a few Calm Minds. Dark Pulse will not be doing enough. Especially because this is still 349. Took that really well, actually. I feel like he's kind of specially bulky a little bit. A little bit specially bulky, honestly. Okay, we did go into Luke. We have to make offensive play right here. See what he wants to do. Okay. So he has one more thing. This is going to be a +1 Scald, and honestly, my best play is still going for Swords Dance. Don't get Scald! Don't burn! Oh, thank God. Okay. Close combat. +2 CC coming off now. +2 close combat. Did I click close combat? 94%. Wow, I have to go into Azelf. I'm trying to think about how I can go about this now. I don't have a choice but to go into Azelf, at least on this turn. Definitely going to have to switch out to sack off, hoping he goes for Leaf Storm, hoping that's his only way of hitting Azelf. Well, I know he's going to have Dragon Pulse. Thing is, I want to force him to go for Leaf Storm if I can. I know this won't KO it. It's a fucking max. I know I won't KO it because I know how that it's not too bulky, but it's bulky enough. Go for Leaf Storm. Please tell me that's your only move to hit this thing. Go for Leaf Storm. Go for Leaf Storm. It's just relying on moves right now. I go, oh, he has Giga Drain. That's game. Nothing I can do about that then. There was no chance then. No chance from the get-go. My only hope was that he had Leaf Storm. But I'm going to go for Psychic, and unfortunately that is not going to take it out. And Dragon Pulse will. That's a GG, man. That was a good game. That was fun. GG. Yeah, it's in 1500s. That's unfortunate. We're gonna do one more battle. Because I don't like ending on a loss. We can end on a win. Let's go. So, what do we have here? Come on. Am I not gonna be able to... Not gonna be able to look at the battle, I guess? Murkrow and Marowak. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna lead with Azelf. It's my Scarfer. It's a good lead. And Sceptile. Good. Good, good, good. Gonna U-turn. Gonna do a lot of damage to this thing if it wants to stay in. And he does outspeed me. He might expect that and just go for a Leaf Storm, which will take me out. But nice. Nice and damage. Nice and damage. Let's go into P2. Yeah, that was a good first turn. That's a lot of damage off on Mega Sceptile early on. And he misses. Why would you go for that? Okay, let's recover here. Reason I'm going for recover is I don't think the Focus Blast will actually 2-hit KO with P2. I don't have max special defense on P2. I have a bit of defense investment, around like 80 EVs in defense. He misses that again, so that's really unfortunate. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad about that. What? Huh. That is really unfortunate. I am sorry, buddy. I am really sorry. But then again, you don't sack your Mega Sceptile off turn like 3. Why would you ever want to sack off Mega Sceptile that early on? Like, there's just really no reason of doing that, in my opinion. But hey. So I was reading something. Okay. Cress, annoying. Azelf lead, yes. Azelf lead, yes. Yep. Got that right. I'm going to Lucario here. His team doesn't appreciate Lucario as much as it appreciates Entei after an E-Speed, especially because I have the ability to change up my moves after. Goes for Taunt, and now an E-Speed is what I want to go for. So he taunted me in the hopes that I would try to go for Rocks and he'd be able to win the speed tie, I'm guessing. However, he's gone for my Rocks, because now you have a chance of not getting them up. Unless this was, what is it? Counter lead Azelf. Should be really interesting. But this, yeah, that's going to do not much. Using my own team captain against me, that's not cool, man. I'm going to go into Entei because without the Intimidate, Entei kind of beats Arcanine 1v1. See, the thing about Arcanine that's good is that it has the Intimidate. Bad is that it is not bulky enough to where it can take hits without Intimidate. See, now here I'm thinking, will he switch out into something to take it? I'm thinking he will, so I'm going to go for Sacred Fire. I could go for Stone Edge, or I could go for Bulldoze. That's okay, good. Good, good. Nice. Nice in plays. Okay. Now, here, he's definitely going to go back into Arcanine, so we're just going to double switch into Mega Blastoise here. Really keeping the offensive pressure on him as he Calm Minds up this early on. What are you doing? 1 year burn, too. You still don't take a Dark Pulse that well. Plus, I have Crunch on my... Oh, I don't... See, like, you can do this, I guess. It's just that... Like, I don't comprehend the play right now. I really don't. Because now my Crunch will, I'm pretty sure, take him out. Especially because he only has the Moonblast. Oh, it doesn't. That's... Okay, defense drop, though. That's good. Moonlight. And once again, you're just healing up with the burn. Like, there's no reason for you to be doing this. It's a waste of a Cresselia to set up this early. The point of it is to take hits early on, and then late game you set up to sweep a weakened team. Because normally teams are going to have ways to deal with a Cress, especially if you have all your members left. So I don't agree with some of the plays that he's made already. Going back into Entei, I don't see a reason not to. If he wants to double switch out into Crocodile, I have a perfect stop in Chesnaught to it. If he wants to go into his Blastoise, again, I have my stop as P2. Goes into Blastoise this time, and P2. A lot of Blastoises like to run Aura Sphere or Dark Pulse and Rapid Spin. So they have two of the three moves. Personally, I have Dark Pulse on the majority of mine. And we're going to see if he does have Aura Sphere. He has Scald, so he goes for that. Doesn't get anything on it. And... doubling into Blastoise. Guys may think that's a little bit crazy. Does have Aura Sphere. Okay. Just trying to get a gauge for his moveset. So he does have the Aura Sphere. See, Mega Blastoise doesn't put in too much work against his team. We do win the first beat side. Do we get flinch? No, we don't. So he's running no Rapid Spin then. Or he's not running Ice Beam. Which is something I'm about to fish for right now. If he has the Ice Beam or not. Because if he does, then if he doesn't, because I feel like he would want Rapid Spin, and I'm immune to that. So now let's see if he has the Ice Beam or not, and if he switches here, he doesn't, and if he stays in, then he's running 4 attacking moves on Blastoise, and he doesn't have the Ice Beam, unless he thinks I would outspeed him, but I don't outspeed naturally. Do I? No, I don't. Once again, making the Entei play. There's no reason not to. Let's see. You're going home tonight? Alright, true. Oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know.
Did you fucking smoke, George?
I did not smoke. Say hi, by the way.
Hello. To whoever that is.
To the viewers.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. They're gonna think it's so funny.
Oh god. I'm sorry, guys.
It's my roommate Mike. He got back from track practice. And anyway, Cress, Stone Edge will be a 2 KO. Yep, as usual. And Stone Edge again, since that's... Don't care. He's saying he's sorry. I really don't mind. It's the most entertaining thing they've had all day. The only switch is Crocodile, which is not too bad. And a KO Crest, so that's, again, it's a waste of a Crest. The thing is so bulky and you just wasted it this early. Don't understand some players. Anyways, the only real switch right now is Crocodile. Oh, Azelf. He's gonna explode. Let's go to Chesnaught. Yep. Best play for me. I still wall the Crocodile even at this amount of health. Even if it's banded, it just can't take on Cresselia. I mean, take on the Chesnaught. Okay, he does go into it this turn though, which is interesting to say the least. I'm just gonna Leech Seed you. Okay, that's not a play. And roommate 2.0. Just heard the door close. Good shit. My roommate knows that my suite mates do not know I upload still, so he just ran out of the room and closed the door for me, which is a bro thing to do. I love my roommate. He's fucking awesome. But anyway, let's just see. I'm gonna double spikes here. I've gone into Entei every single time. There you go. Let me calc something. I gotta love my roommates. And Dark Pulse, yeah, that's not... See, that's why you run Ice Beam, because I feel like without Ice Beam coverage, you just really are losing a lot. And let's go for Leech Seed again as he wants the Rapid Spin. Yep. I want to keep up at least one layer of spikes. Maybe he's going to Rapid Spin again. Which would be a good play on his part. Unless I want a Spiky Shield here. Be another thing. Oh, he does go for Dark Pulse. Which is good. And Spiky Shield, because Rapid Spin won't be able to Rapid Spin. What are you doing?
Packing up.
Packing up? When do you come back? Sunday night. True. People going home for the weekend and shit.
Surprise the shit out of my girlfriend.
That's good. Anyway, it's 3 to 6 right now, so I don't see much way of going down. Arcanine's gonna come in, and at this point, let's just go back into Entei. We're gonna make the move now, and I'm gonna go for Bulldoze, just because last time I did go for Sacred Fire against it, and he did go for Flare Blitz, which does absolutely nothing, and Bulldoze will put me in a good spot with either of his monsters. Will make me faster than him, and even possibly beat the Rose Raid 1v1 if the spikes plus the Bulldoze do enough to him. Yep, and he does think I'm just gonna either over-predict or he's just gonna sack that thing off. And that is good damage for me. Just keep going for it. If he wants to Morning Sun stall me, I have more Bulldozes than he has Morning Sun. So that's another thing. So he's just going for the straight up kills. And min-max much? God damn, 7% increase. And Crocodile comes out. Once again, I'm just gonna... actually, can I take an Earthquake from that range? Probably not. Let's do Azelf. Let's make the play into Azelf, because if he wants to go for Earthquake, that's... Okay, he goes for Knockoff and takes out Azelf, so that sucks. And Moxie. That might have been a major fuck up. Although this thing seems to be choice locked. Because he would have made the prediction if he didn't have to there. I guess that was really a prediction. Just kind of spamming knockoff. Okay, let's go into Luke. And honestly, I'm going to Extreme Speed, because if he's not choice, then I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO with this thing and Entei. And he is choice. Oh, that did a lot still. You get my Justified, though. And he knocks off my Life Orb, which means I think Lucario's going to be able to kind of finish up right here. As Rose Raid's going to come out, and I have double priority, which means he's not going to be able to live. And that's pretty much going to be it, guys. 33 minutes, so that's long as fuck. But oh well. I'll try to get it up tonight, and if I don't, well, I'll try to get it up tonight. We'll see what happens with that. And that gets a crit and kills it. So anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, please comment, like, rate, and subscribe. If you like my roommate Mike, then you subscribe for him and press the like button for him. I have some new content coming soon. Just wanted to say that. So, on that note, peace out.